I did not guess that it would be like this deep into Winterfest. Also, they did in fact just leave the scary house up and put a bunch of wreaths on it. That's hilarious. Will this channel bring you Zamboni footage? Yes, it will. These constructions here, honestly quite nice. Oh, check it out, the staging area over here. Huh. Is it me or is this low-key a little foreboding? This is not a ride that I would have expected would be running on Winterfest. And it's not a ride that I've ever been on out of a bone-deep certainty that I would have a bad time. See, this is the one part that seems kind of fun. It doesn't quite get vertical though. Yes. This is more or less what I expected would be going on. But this is interesting. Heck yeah. I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing great, thank you.
That's one take. That's a take on Dickens for sure. I had a feeling they were going to be doing something like this with this space when they cleared it out. I don't remember if I put that footage in the last big vlog from bonus weekend. I don't feel anything. Yeah, I also forgot my little tripod deal in the car, and so we're just gonna go with this camera angle that makes me look like the fattest man. But you know, this is a nice event, and of course this isn't really like the park being open, except it kind of is. It's an event that takes place on the park grounds. You know, most people are here to ice skate and to just walk around. I mean, yeah, I guess I am here to do what most people are here to do, which is just get my steps in. Because the light situation is actually pretty cool. Which makes this, you know, an event where people are here to enjoy the park, not the attractions. Which makes it an event after my own heart, really. Shockingly crowded to get in. I don't understand. I wish I'd gotten some footage of like the line of cars to get in. That was unexpected. This is not something I've seen before. Also, I've never been back here to get this angle before. That's Diamondback, ladies and gentlemen. A coaster that is not running today. Sir, not appearing in this film. Fully half the time when I see a do not enter sign, I get the line stuck in my head from the 1990s Kid and Play film House Party. Where the line is, the sign on my butt says, do not enter, which is, of course, mildly homophobic, at least, and not one of the aspects of the film that has aged well, if there even are any. But, of course, my friend group, back in the day, we thought in terms of, like, what other signs might you have on your butt? The, of course, obvious one being falling rocks. You know, deer crossing. My personal favorite, steep grade, trucks use lower gear. Let me know yours in the comments, he said, instantly regretting it. There is a massive line here for what I do not know. Oh, there's a Christmas train ride, which begins with a portal to the Mushroom Kingdom. That is fascinating if you're me. Except obviously not that much, because I ain't getting at that line. Party people, check it. We have triangles. Hell yeah. So there's a video that came out not too long ago by an Orlando-based YouTuber, but whose name is, I think, Andrew Platt. I'm sorry if I'm getting that wrong. Yeah, but he posts some interesting things, and he recently did a video about how is Six Flags boned? That's not the word he used, but it was like, oh, all the most attended theme parks every year are Disney parks, by which I mean Disney and Universal parks. But they're parks that have had, and I've alluded a little bit to how the economics are different between these categories. But basically, they've had like at least 10 billion with a B dollars poured into each of those theme parks. Whereas a park like this is kind of like 1 billion, like the most expensive are a few billion. And that is just hard to surmount. Like parks like Kings Island have always been smaller scale investments, but they're also generally about 20 years behind in the spending of money. So it's like, it takes a lot to catch up, and we are finally maybe seeing some economic changes that make that count more than it has in the past. Like increasingly people are saying, yeah, we could go to some other theme park, but why not just save up a little bit and then go to Orlando where the good ones are? And this raises kind of serious questions, at least potentially, about how coaster enthusiasts are going to get their new coasters unless they get them in this exact one place. And the Disney parks have started to build high thrill attractions finally. And I'm not bringing this up to be like, oh, I see a darkness. Now is the winter, blah, 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 blah. That's not the point. The point is that I had talked about doing a video about the city of Santa Clara's period of ownership of California's Great America. And I started my research and very quickly discovered that that whole thing was kind of not a thing. Like they owned it for 4 years. They subcontracted out to, I think, King's Entertainment the entire time. And they later sold it to King's Entertainment, and King's Entertainment became Cedar Fair and blah, blah, blah. I think probably municipal ownership is not the model to look at for coasters. And I don't know what the model is. But we may just be saying goodbye to very high-tech roller coasters that don't come from the most highly invested in theme parks in the 10 to 20 year time frame. That's my theory, and I could be wrong. What is going on in there? It's not like table service restaurant, I don't think, but they are charging for them. Is this just like a cabana situation at water parks where you just, you have a home base for your family for a while? It's really odd. Who is this man? What does he want from us? Something is actually happening up there. How could that possibly be? Never seen that before, ever. Yeah, lots of lights in the darkest hour are always going to be a thing that humans show up for. Why did I expect different? I missed that by seconds. It just came on. It's pretty good, but it ain't shit on camera. It's purple. It's purple. It's purple. It's purple. It's purple. I'm not just doing content here. I'm honestly just having a really, really wonderful time taking it all in. Christmas is like secretly my favorite holiday. Cool people are supposed to prefer Halloween, but I think we all know I'm not cool. And I'm not trying to bring gloom and doom about the nerdy theme park thinking here. I actually think things are going to go in some really interesting directions if we aren't busy with more pressing concerns. But I really can't talk about that part right now. I hope everybody had a great holiday and continues to have a great holiday. I'm going to go home and stuff tissues up my nose. All right, peace.